I don't want to just survive. It says in these movie writing books that every character has an arc. You understand? Where's my arc?
Because everybody believes that at some point in time, they're going to turn it on, or some point in time, they're going to catch momentum, or some point in time, they're going to become what it is they want to become just by circumstance or by default or by breathing the air. That's not what it takes, bro. People who think that get to the end of their life and they're like, I wasted my life. Okay, that's what they end up thinking. And there's really nothing worse than that. There's nothing worse than getting to the end of your life and saying, damn, dude, I didn't even really try, you know? And that's where you're headed if you don't go.
Hey, I don't care who you are, what race, what age, what gender. I don't care about any of that stuff. But what I do know is that you have a dream inside of you. And that dream you have kept hidden from the world. You've made excuses for it. You've delayed it. You've listened to people telling you to be realistic. But deep down in your heart, you know that you're not living to your potential.
Focus on right now, because that is all you've got. There isn't any past, there isn't any future. Now's it. When the sand's gone, it's gone. Now you see there's more sand in the bottom of the glass than there is in the top. Here, boom, I can turn it over. Now I got more sand in the top than the bottom. You can't do that with your life. I can do it with a sand timer, but I can't do it with my life.
Hopefully this doesn't come back to bite me, but I talked to him about, hey, winners focus on winning and losers focus on winners.
And then you think, well, what's the barrier? And the barrier is, are you willing to accept the responsibility? You don't have to fix everything at once. You could just start by fixing the things that you could fix. So do it, see what happens. Tool yourself into something that can attain it and go out there and manifest it in the world. All you have to do is give up your resentment and your hatred. I know that's a hard thing to give up.
No complacency. No complacency. No backing off. No slack whatsoever. Fight. Fight that ticking clock with everything you got. So, like the end of a hard day, you can put your head down with ease, satisfied that you're giving your best.
Life is never going to be easy. It's never going to be quick. It's never going to be fast. You're always going to have obstacles. You're always going to have hardships. You're always going to be frustrated in certain things. Barely, you're going to have one great day for every 10 days that are hard. That's reality. And you're going to have to learn how to operate when things get hard. That's it. You know, most people spend their entire lives wishing shit was easy, wishing it was fair. It's not fucking fair. Wishing it was, you know, it would line up to be perfect for them. And because they're waiting for this and because it's never coming, they never go. And when they never go, they never become anything. And that's what leads to a wasted life. So you have to realize conditions are never going to be perfect. Things are always going to be hard. The only hope that you have is to become someone who can push through that hard regardless of what the is going on. And if you can build that level of discipline, that level of mental toughness to execute when things are not ideal, when things are extremely hard, nothing can stop you.
When you can't control what's happening to you, control how you respond to it. That's where your power is. That's where your power is. Control what you can control. That's the first thing I go to.
I'm always fighting. I'm struggling and I'm scrapping. And I'm kicking and clawing at those weaknesses to change them, to stop them. Some days I win. Some days I don't. But each and every day, I get back up and I move forward with my fists clenched toward the battle, toward the struggle. And I fight with everything I've got to overcome those weaknesses and those shortfalls and those flaws as I strive to be just a little bit better today than I was yesterday.
If you're not real and raw with who the fuck you are, nothing's gonna change. And in this nice new world that we live in, we wanna hear, you're just a little big. No, man, you might be fat. And it's okay to hear that from yourself and from everybody else. So that's where it started at. And it's raw. It gets ugly sometimes with me in that mirror, but I'm also proud of myself to be able to tell myself that and then fix what's in that mirror.
No one wants to die. Even people who want to go to heaven don't want to die to get there. And yet, death is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it. And that is as it should be, because death is very likely the single best invention of life. It's life's change agent. It clears out the old to make way for the new. Right now, the new is you. But someday, not too long from now, you will gradually become the old and be cleared away. Sorry to be so dramatic, but it's quite true. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary.
Changes over the long haul, and the way you have to look at it is if these two boats are going in a parallel direction and one of them just shifts 5 degrees over the course of time, this boat is going to be in a far different place than the other boat that's going the same way it was always going.
Because sometimes we don't understand, like, what is this thing? What is my purpose? Why am I here? Why do I have to go through this pain? Why do I have to go through this fear all the time? Why can't it just be peaceful all the time? Then it wouldn't be life. You know, it wouldn't be life. We have to take life at its term, life on life terms, not our life on our terms. You know, we have to live life on life terms, not on our terms.
But what we do, people who are on the upper level, hearing the haters at the lower level, like I said, you'll never meet a hater doing better than you. True statement. I started having fun with it. So I'll go through the comments, while most people don't go through comments, I go through them intentionally, look for the bad ones. And while I'll block and delete you because the people on my page don't need that negative energy, I'll block and delete you, but I take a snapshot on my phone and I put it in the archive. So what happens is, there's days where I'm like, you know what? I really don't want to do this today. And I'm like, oh, hang on. So I started making these mixtapes with all of these hate messages about people talking shit. And it became such a source of fuel that it was amazing, because I know why you hate me.
We do not have to accept this. We don't have to bow down to these dopamine dealers, these thought thieves, these mind murderers. We don't have to accept it. Get control.
You think when you're young that you have all this time. You have no time. There's no time. I mean, one of the quotes on the wall in the gym in there is, you know, there is no tomorrow, from Rocky 3.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
You don't have enough time, and no one does. And we're all running out of time. And that is why we can't waste any time. Can't waste time sitting around and doing nothing. Can't waste time scrolling through social media. You can't waste time flipping through the various streaming movies that are available to you. Can't do that. You can't waste time. Not a second. In fact, what you need to do every chance you get is you need to make time.
Preparing to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Scheduling time to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Making a to-do list for the thing isn't doing the thing. Telling people you're going to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Messaging friends who may or may not be doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Writing a banger tweet about how you're going to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Hating on yourself for not doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Hating on other people who have done the thing isn't doing the thing. Hating on the obstacles in the way of you doing the thing isn't doing the thing. Fantasizing about all of the adoration you'll receive once you do the thing isn't doing the thing. Reading about how to do the thing isn't doing the thing. Reading about how other people did the thing isn't doing the thing. Reading this essay isn't doing the thing. The only thing that is doing the thing is doing the thing. That you can dress it up however you want. The work just needs doing.
Now we're outside right now. Why are we outside? Because we want to fucking transform, man. So why are we gonna do what we're gonna do? We're gonna get a little more motivation. We're gonna tell them motherfuckers out here that we're here to fucking win. This is my fucking time! Get in line! That's how you do it, guys. You fucking commit to something. You tell everyone about it. And no matter what, they honk and cheer for you. They get behind you. Instead of being one of those subjective nature losers in life that beats you down because you're doing better than them and you're reminding them of their failures. And here it starts. Get the mind right, the body will follow. Tell the world, get a goal, achievable goal. And then day by day by day, you start to do that goal to make it the reality, guys. It's not guesswork. It's a science of intensity. And if you don't have the intensity, don't fucking come in.
We are inundated by people who refuse to take responsibility for the life that they have created. And I got bad news for you. There's nobody coming. There's nobody coming to save you. There's nobody coming to help you. A knight in shining armor isn't going to ride in and save you. You are the only one that's going to be able to save you. And all this time, you point your finger and you say, I can't do that because I was born here, or I can't do that because I have this issue, or I can't do that because they made fun of me. And you know what's going to happen? Nothing. You're going to get more of the same. You're going to get laughed at more. You're going to be ashamed more. You're going to be frustrated more. And you're going to really regret at the end of your life that you put off taking responsibility for yourself and building yourself into what could be.
The real change in my life came from being able to separate doing what I want to do and being competent in being able to do what's necessary. And now I make decisions every single day based on being competent in doing what's necessary. Is this going to make me better? No, it goes. Is this going to help my life? No, it goes.
I had developed a lot of anger, and I still have it. And it will never go away for the normal human beings of this world. Because when you put yourself in the sewer like I was in, and please, if someone saved me, come out and announce it to the world. There's no one. There's no one. So when you know that, and then I'm sitting at a table with all these smart people who are telling me what to do and shit and guiding me through my life now, when I'm 40 fucking years old, I was 40 something years old, now I'm 49. And I'm looking at them all, and they're now trying to guide me on what's right, on this poison. And so, yeah, what you say is right, but for me, it was more of, I know now. I don't need you to guide my future. I know what's good for me and what's bad for me.
Understand that it is you who is responsible for being in the position that you're in. What you need to do is identify what needs to change. So you need to take a little bit of time out, get yourself away from all the chaos, and just sit down, think and reflect. Write down what the problems are. Write down what needs fixing, and write down, ideally, what position you want to be in.
You need to get up earlier. You need to pick up the pace when you're going to your car, maybe even jog a little bit. Rest less between your sets when you're working out. Focus harder when you're at work so you can get the job done faster.
I never sit back and settle and relax on past fucking accomplishments or anything else. Bullshit. I live in the fucking present or the future. Never live in the past. I never relish in anything I used to do. All that shit's great. I'm not proud of it. That shit is made me who I am now, strong enough to tackle the next endeavor, the next endeavor, the next endeavor. Always looking forward, never looking back.
That's why people love to go on there, because they want to show you the good side of life. I'm not teaching good side of life. So I had to figure out a way when I came on in 2016 of teaching you what life really is for the majority of us is hell. And so while people love to show you the cars and the house and the vacations and shit, all that's good, all that's happy. I'm gonna show you the side that I know most of you are going through. And people hide very well. I don't wanna hide anymore. I hid it for 24 fucking years. So that's why now when I told you, we can talk about whatever you want. Because as human beings, the first thing we have to learn, I also stuttered real bad growing up. So if you hear me stutter every now and then, it's because that was part of my life also.
And so in the early days, like, it feels so painful because you're like, you look around to see who can help you, and then you're like, fuck, it's me again. The skills that you develop along the way, like Steve Jobs learning calligraphy that then became Apple fonts that, transformed how we type. Those early days, that little trench winning in the weeds, oftentimes gives you these huge advantages later on because you have more context than anyone else. And so rather than lament them and hate the fact that you're going through it.
So when I overcame the water, more courage. When I overcame the fear of myself, the fear of failure, the fear of being judged, The fear of kind of like, so in this process, I went from David Goggins, I started forming a guy named Goggins. I had to really I realized I had to reinvent a whole nother human being within myself, because who I am wasn't going to make it. This guy is not going to cut it. So I had to be a guy who can take any kind of pain, any kind of suffering.
I'm the kind of person that kind of gives up. I've got no work ethic, that gives up easily. Then you will always show up lazy. You will always show up and give up when things get a little tough. If you start saying that my identity is that I'm going to be a disciplined human, I'm going to be a disciplined woman, I'm going to be a disciplined man. Once you take on that identity, now you have to do the things that discipline requires. And discipline doesn't care if you're tired. You're tired? Do it anyway, right? Discipline says, oh, you don't feel good. Well, do it anyway. Discipline says, it's raining outside and it's cold, it's windy. Do it anyway.
And so if you can just make it through this, everything else is downhill. It's not that the things that the dragons you're going to slay aren't going to get bigger. They are. But you become so much more equipped to slay them back. And you have so many more allies. You have people in the stands cheering for you. You have the audience. You have all of these other things that are behind you. But in the beginning, it's just you with a stick against a bear. And arguably that fight is a harder fight to win than beating a dragon when you have a nuclear bomb and 6 nations behind you. And so it's not even like the size of the hardship, it's just also the resources and how few of them you have, and how so much of the beginning is literally burning the one thing you have, which is time. Because you have no leverage. You don't have the money to pay other people to help you. You don't have the resources to go like get someone no one can learn it for you. It's like there's a lot of the things that we care about a lot. Like no one can work out for you. Doesn't matter how much money you have. No one can learn skills for you.
You're probably going to lose some significant others too along that way. You're going to get made fun of. You're going to get bullied. You're going to get harassed. You're going to get attacked on the internet daily. You're going to struggle. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to owe people money. You're going to fuck up your bank account. There's going to be multiple fucking days where you don't think that you're going to make it. And those days sometimes last for months. There's going to be nobody's going to relate to you. No one's going to understand why you're doing it. Everybody's going to question it. You're going to have to answer it every single time, and it's going to piss you off. This is the life that you're choosing. You're choosing, so you can't be surprised that it's hard. This is what the fuck you're signing up for. And anybody out there that says any of that shit ain't true, I can promise you they ain't built anything. They haven't built anything.
You're not here to pursue happiness. It's not that experiencing happiness isn't something that you shouldn't want more than experiencing pain. Obviously, I'm going to want pleasure more than I want pain. It only makes sense. But life is a range of emotions. Yeah. To not want to experience something, 1, is inevitable. But 2,
I just fucking did. I just did. I said, maybe at the end of this journey, there'll be something there for me. If not, I can read.
And if, when tomorrow comes, you still feel like you need to rest or you need to take a break, then okay, take it. But the chances are you won't. You won't need that rest. Chances are you will realize that the desire to rest was just weakness. It was just the desire to take the path of least resistance, the downhill path, the easy path. And by simply going through the motions, you overcame that path. And you stayed on the righteous path, the disciplined path. You stayed on the war path.
And we all have a choice to make. We all get to choose. What hard are we going to have? Are we going to have the hard of creating and becoming and being a great example for everybody else, honoring the people who came before us and setting a great example for the people coming after us? Or are we going to cruise? Or are we going to coast? Or are we just going to be another poor little me, another drag on society, another person that dies with all the hopes and dreams and amazing ideas that could have helped people while you were here, who says at the end of their life, I coulda, I should've, I wish I had? Or are you going to be the person that says at the end of their life, I fucking did it?
So I think a young man should have a huge
goal that he strives for 24/7, non-stop, something that you even lose sleep for, because it gives your life meaning and direction. When you're 80 years old, you're not going to look back to those moments where you laid around with the guy whispering in your ear, surrender, surrender. You're not going to think back to those moments. You're not going to think back to the moments where you just sat on the couch and watched shit. You're going to think back to the times, the hardest periods of your life, where you conquered, where you had a big goal and you really fucking worked hard for it. Even if you failed, like you sign up for a Muay Thai fight in the future and you lose, guarantee on your deathbed you'll still smile thinking about that time. And compare that now to like, oh well, you know, I don't even want to become a fighter anyway because I don't even care about the trophy. That's gay as fuck. It's like, care about the fucking trophy, not because the trophy is going to change your life, but because that 4-month fight camp is going to be a significant moment of purpose and meaning for you.
You chase things that you can't catch. You don't chase things that belong to you. Yeah. Right? So people chase happiness because they think that that's what they need, when in reality, happiness is just a byproduct of becoming the best version of yourself. So instead of chasing the emotion, become the type of person that is experiencing that emotion, and you can be in that state more consistently.
You're lazy, you know exactly what to do. Exactly what to do. Because even me, in my state of, I can't read and write, I knew exactly what to do. It just sucks doing it. It sucks to do it. It sucks to wake up every morning of your life and say, God, man, I'm not smart. So guess what I gotta do? I gotta study the same shit that I got one of the highest scores in the nation on, and do it again, do it again, do it again. It's not just there. It's not just there permanently.